Carla, and I just thought I would take a second and make a quick video here to show you these little signs I talk about all the time that I make. I was in the middle of making one, so I thought I would stop real quick and just show you kind of the guts of how I make it. Basically, this is a yard sign I bought on Amazon. It was blank when I started. Had these printed, just made these on online myself. Had a nice lady on Facebook who was able to have someone translate this into Spanish. She basically took this and translated it. It took a lot more space, so it's actually not exact, but something similar. So it's English version, Spanish version is smaller, then there's a larger Spanish version, smaller English version. And then I had added someone else's phone number who's also looking for the dog here. It lives a little closer. And in case you don't know about this really cool Sharpie, it's called a Sharpie Pro. It will write on, you can see it, it will write on anything, wet, concrete, metal, everything. It's awesome. It's huge, it's big, fat. It was actually on clearance for 99 cents. So there's that. So basically, you take, I use a little, I think it's, actually threw it away because it ran out. But it's some sticky stuff that you just kind of stick on there so it stays in place on a flat surface. And I'll show you in a second how I go over it. But you start at the bottom. You want to go to the bottom and then layer it over and shingle it up as you go so that the rain comes down and washes over the tape, and it's not gonna go under the tape, it's gonna go over the tape. And then after you've done one side, I've already cut this side, that's why I thought about stopping and videoing this. So after you've done one side, stop, cut that off. Then this is kind of, and also by the way, see how nice this sticks and then peels off and it doesn't hurt this board? You can reuse these. You can pull all this off and reuse it again. It's just the same, just as nice as it was to start with. So after these overlap, I'm going to cut them off. They just kind of get them nice and straight to start with, and then get this cut going, and it cuts down nicely. Or make a layer out of it, it's fine. Once you get the cut going, just kind of hold it and go straight down with a nice sharp knife. Like that, can you see? It just slices right down. Because these yard signs are naturally waterproof anyway, and they aren't gonna have a problem getting wet. I've had them stay up for months and months and months, and they look just as nice as the day they went up. Office Depot can do these and print these for you, or you can make your own. Making your own doesn't cost a whole lot less, but a little bit less. Yeah, so that's that. And I'll show you how to start on this side. Basically, by the way, there's two different kinds of, see, this is Scotch. That's Scotch too, but there's a big difference in some of these little roller things. This one just made some sound, but typically it doesn't make any sound. This one rolls really smooth and makes zero sound when you pull it out. And this guy, for some reason, some of them make no sound, and some of them make horrible sound. And you'll wake the dead with it. But nonetheless, it makes a nice waterproof poster that won't rain, won't melt, so your volunteers that are going out helping with signs aren't going to have to do it but once. Once they put it up, it's up. And also you get the nice H-sticks with it that go in the bottom, so you can put it in the ground. So once you're done, it's going to be in the ground like this, or you can use, what I do is I use zip ties and help attach them to something or fix them to something so they can't be just taken down and pitched. I have to go cut them down. So basically we're going to start at the bottom, make the horrible sound, back up, overlap it on each side, drop down. Actually on this one on the bottom, you don't want to drop down too far because your H-stick has to go in. So start at the very bottom, overlap each side, make sure it's nice and tight, stretched over so you don't want any wrinkles, push down, cut it. Be sure to lay it somewhere so it doesn't stick to itself. And then push the bubbles out to the sides like that. And then do it again. Make the horrible sound. Overlap it. just a tad. Push it down. And your dogs will leave the room like Tallulah just did. Push it down, push the bubbles out. I'm gonna move over here where I can push it down a little more. I'll turn this around so you can see. Whoops, sorry. Not good at this. Sorry, Tallulah, you're getting nervous on you. This is probably horribly obnoxious. Tallulah would agree. But if it helps get somebody's baby dog home, it's a good thing. Horrible sound. Prepare for the rip. Overlap. Make sure that's nice and smooth. If you get really creative, like I get sometimes and get OCD about it, don't get too carried away because you don't want to distract from your whole message here. But I've put like little tape that's iridescent around the thing and like put help, please help, or lost dog in big letters at the top. But again, you don't want to distract too much from what you're doing. And you want to be sure to hang these at driver's eye level and make sure you're very strategic with where you place them. And that they're not in illegal places. You don't want someone to, you don't get in trouble for where you're putting them. And never put signs on telephone poles. That's always illegal. I know most people don't think about that, but it's actually the big deal with that. And Office Depot sells these little yard signs that are smaller than this. So like one of these 11 by 17 color copies would fit on, which are about $1.40 something a piece. So it's about like this size. Sorry, it's about like this size here. It's solid white. There's 3 of them with the H stakes in a package for $19.99. Seal it off, just bend it over so the rain can't get in. Make it nice and tight. And really, bubbles aren't the end of the world if you have them in there, but you don't want it to distort your photos or your information that's on there. You can push them out with like you would have done it with anything else, something sharp. And then again, go back down the sides with something sharp. The knife. Just get it started. Like that. Then you have a nice clean edge. And again, this yard sign is waterproof. Like that. This looks very professional when you're done, and I think my husband is back. So we'll wrap this up before my dogs have to come apart and see Daddy. get ruined by rain. Hey guys. Hey puppies. Look, we're doing something here, y'all. Be nice. Looky cookies. And then we put our little egg in. Aw, puppy. You don't want to make it too tight. Hey guys. Lula, come. Nope. Nico, place. Place. Basically like that. Place. Come. Place. Down. Down. Good boy. I know, buddy. So there you go. Nice little sign. Nice and cute. And the rain won't hurt it. There you have it. Thanks for watching. I hope it's helpful. It was really long, probably, but anyway. There you go. Just in time.